This is the Lego Percy model. I would just like to point out some of the things that I did, some interesting techniques. And in order to do that, I need to, oh shoot, there was a piston. Just yeet the track away. I'll be needing that later. And yeah. So I want to point out some interesting features, some interesting techniques. As you can see, the whistle, I actually used a there it is. I used a sugarcane piece. Hold on, let me get the light. That's better. So I used a sugarcane piece, or the pieces that it's used as a sugarcane, and a 1x1 stud with a hole in it, and you just connect them, and boom. And the what I used for the safety valve is I used the same 1x1 plate and a 1x1 tile with a bar piece on it, I think it is. It's the same piece I used for the lamp irons because I couldn't find anything else. The coal load I think looks really nice, and I used the pieces I would use for the coupling hooks with a transparent red 1x1 plate on top of this. I think it's a 1x1 round plate with bar attached, and I just use that as the rear light, and I think it looks really nice. As you can see, I used paper and colored pencil for the number 6s. I don't have access to vinyl or adhesive vinyl, and I don't want to cut that out because that's really expensive and really tedious. But I think it turned out pretty nice. And the boiler has a very fragile connection to it. It's only held on by a couple of jumper plates because the bottom part is actually 3 studs wide, and this is a 6 stud wide train. And there go the pistons again. God fucking damn it. Please stand by. There. Yeah, there are a few weak parts, but yeah, I'll get to those in a little bit. But the as you can see, the boiler is really easy to remove. See, I went for a more, best of every series style. I mean, the model's mostly inspired by the Railway series with a all engines go style face, and this is the face that I used for reference, if I can flash it up on screen. Okay, thank you, editors. And I also added his dome, which was very simple. It was just a couple pieces and funnel. And I actually had to take apart a Lego set I had because this 4x4 round brick, which was perfect, I only had one of. And I have the smoke box support because I just think it looks better. I believe Percy gained it in Magic Railroad, and I liked it, and I wanted to throw it in there. And Percy's boiler is really, really oddly constructed. Hold on. Get off there. Ah, there we go. Yeah, as you can see, the sides are just held on by a few studs. There's a Catzilla in the background. There's a Winnie. And one of these plates just likes to get stuck there. I don't know why. But it's fine. It's whatever. And as you can see, yeah, here's the bottom. Some of them aren't even connecting to where they should go. As you can see, some of them aren't even connecting. So it's a really weak connection. And I don't advise picking the engine up by the boiler unless you want it, especially if you're holding it over the floor. But with the boiler out of the way, I can show you some different parts of the engine. Catzilla is still in the background. How you doing? So I gave him the single engine head code, but that can easily be switched around if you want him. Get off of there. If you want to be a shunter. Now, as of right now, that is the only headlight piece that I can use right now. I'm working on some more, and I'm working on some other engines. And I'll show those off in another episode of this, if you guys want to see them. And I do want to show you someday. And as you can see, in order to cater to the boiler being sloped, since Percy is actually asymmetrical, this side is taller than this side, I had to use cheese slope pieces in order to pave the way for this, because if you just use flat pieces, that wouldn't work there. Now let's have a look at the cab, shall we? And as you can see, we have the... Oh, I moved the base. Oh, by the way, the base is just like this old ancient locomotive chassis that I had that I'm going to be using for something. Hint, hint, I don't know. I just want to say it's going to be used for something. Wink, wink. But here's the driver minifigure. And it's just your, yeah, but he has a little red cap that I think is nice. And he has these classic overalls pieces that I really wanted to incorporate into a minifigure. And, yeah. Now, you can kind of see some interior inside the cab, but it's a lot easier to see if I just fix this real quick. Boom. And as you can see, Percy actually has like a firebox with real flames in there. And I think it looks good. And these are meant to be cab controls. And as you can see, there's the back buffer beam. I didn't have any more of these red 1x1 jumper plates though, so I had to substitute with a black one. It isn't the best, but I think it's alright. The only thing that I wanted to show you for this model review is the chassis. Or it's the last thing to show you. Oh, and I added these step ladders, which are made with 1x1 bracket pieces. These ones, to be specific. Oh, the Catzilla's picking up. I hope she doesn't terrorize Lego City. Or Bricksburg, as I call it. Because I'm cool. I like the Lego movie. Anyways. Oh yeah, I did these cylinders, and they're really fucking weak. They just, see, they come off so easily. So, for ease of my mind, I'm going to have to take them off while showing you the chassis. And, I was wanting to put in an order to Big Ben Bricks, pick up some green wheels, but I didn't have enough money because I had to lend money for food for my family. So, yeah, I had to just use these standard Lego train wheels. Yeah, and they're just attached by these pieces right here because I couldn't really attach an axle through there because they're on this side. It's solid right there. That side is empty though, but I just didn't care. Plus all the 6L, I think, called axle pieces, right here. I did not have any more of, so I couldn't use them. But that's pretty much it for this model review. And let me just reassemble Percy. So that's really it for this model review of Percy, the small engine. And, yeah. And again, I wanted to make this a combination of the best thing of every series, like the face design from All Engines Go, because I think it's cute. Fight me. I can overtake you. These are meant to be toolboxes. These are not sandboxes. I didn't really like Percy having those sandboxes at the front. I feel like they'd be more located in the middle, right there. And a few pieces that they're really minor things that are from the TV series. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this Percy review. And yeah, so I will now pass the microphone over to Shane with the Train Facts Corner, which I am also opening up now. So yeah, here's the microphone, Shane.
Why, thank you, Shane. Anyways, now to those facts. The Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Class 28 is a class of standard gauge 060 white inside valve gear steam locomotives, each weighing 45 tons and having a length of 49 feet and 10.5 inches, designed by George Hughes for the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway, the LNYR, and it was a rebuild of Sir John Aspinall's Class 27, with the addition of a bell pair firebox and the extension of the footplate and front sandboxes. 105 total were produced for 11 years, from 1911 to 1922. Unfortunately, all were withdrawn from 1936 to 1957, and all were scrapped. Sadly, none made it to preservation. But the 28s were immortalized in fiction, as the Reverend Wilbur Awdry's Railway Series character, James the Red Engine, was based on the Class 28 with an extended footplate and pony truck, making him a 260 mogul. And while no Class 28 moguls existed, there were allegedly plans to make one, but none ever made it to fruition. The reason why I didn't cover Percy was because, as stated in the official lore book, Percy is mainly a GWR 040ST, but was found to have components of Hunslet and other manufacturers, and as such, Percy is more of a hodgepodge of an engine. Anyways, that is all for today's show, and please leave a like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to, and please leave a comment, and let me know your opinions on the new series. I'm going to try to continue this as far as I can, and yeah, bye.